Hey guys, I'm getting to The Big Sleep, which is directed by Howard Hawks in the year 1946, and there are just so few occasions where a film is just, I think, just expanded for me so much that in other films that have this influence very much are Long Goodbye, Big Lebowski, and Inherent Vice. I think the first time around, these films could seem kind of overwhelmingly confusing because their plot is massive. I mean, all over the map to a point where it's intentionally a confusing atmosphere, but it's almost not the idea to fully absorb the story, but it's rather just about the atmosphere of the characters and just sort of being in a loose environment and just completely in the moment with the atmosphere around them and meeting other characters in the moment and just kind of the heat of where that brings it evolves it next. It's just been very unpredictable and it's really rewatchable kind of formula. And this is the film that kind of like started a lot of this. This is like 1946 era, so easily my favorite Howard Hawks project. I mean, this so far I still have more to go through with this filmography, but right now this is just I think a film that just instantly just kind of has an edge about it because Humphrey Bogart is just exploring like the dark depths of Los Angeles throughout this entire film, and Lauren Bacall is like this main character in it too. And everything about this exploring depths of just murders and just a very unpredictable detective story is just it's kind of just got this just timeless fierce about it that just demands like a certain depth of patience about it. I think there's like a lot of patience that's required through a lot of like dark depths of LA as this kind of depicts, and I think acquiring that is just really beneficial for kind of being I guess that's kind of detective sort of character. Humphrey Bogart is just completely iconic from start to finish here. I mean, he's just completely kind of got layers of dark comedy to him, but he's ultimately very witty, and he just kind of lives up to just an ultimate like film noir kind of character in the classic sense. I mean, this kind of feels like a foreshadowed neo noir. So it was extremely ahead of its time. As a lot of films in the 1940s really were like light years ahead of their time. This is just like there's just so much chemistry between Bogart and Bacall that it really cannot be expressed enough. So I think this is just a very very dark kind of black and white noir kind of depiction of noir in general. I think this is just some of the best cinematography I've ever seen for all that. I think it's just extremely entertaining. It's always fun to watch. And I've rewatched this like 3 times since I saw that for my latest video. I mean, I've done a deep dive on the screenplay and everything. I mean, this is one of my all-time favorite things. And one of the best depictions of Los Angeles, like I guess like you can say organic, like dark side of Los Angeles depiction I've ever seen. And this is just a masterpiece with all kinds of unpredictable twists and turns. I mean, this is extremely unpredictable. Some extremely great cinematography. A lot of it's very gloomy, you could say. I'll like focus on shadows. Just amazing music around it too. But I feel like this is kind of a formula that can only be done once exactly the way this is. Like I said, those other film editions are the most closest you get to this, like the Long Goodbye, Big Lebowski, and Inherent Vice. But I think this right here is just a completely one-of-a-kind influence. It really is. I can honestly say that I've never seen anything else that's made me feel this way. Very original, very mysterious. This film always has, it's like the amount of mystique living in this project is just very heavy. And it's dreamy ultimately. It's a dreamy influence this film leaves. And it's just like it's like overwhelming, but it's very just insane what it does more than anything. Like it's kind of like a warped perception, but it's told in a completely masterful kind of way as a detective's just trying to solve all these answers that are just overwhelming him so much, or they're just confusing him completely, making him go crazy, you could say. But he's like keeping it together so well all the way through it. And I love Humphrey Bogart for doing that in this performance particularly. And this is just there's just so much range to what this film is portraying that it's amazing that a film like this even exists, honestly. This is quite a miracle. And again, like another one I didn't connect with it when I was younger, but I think with age, this just kind of resonates as an all-time favorite. This is just, again, I think like in the 40s, I think Bogart had it best. Trinity or Holy Trinity right here between Casablanca, this, and the Treasure of the Sierra Madre. I mean, there's more I need to, you can see too, but amongst this one, but I think those 3 are my masterpieces of Humphrey Bogart era after the 40s. So he really did have a golden era there. Man, this is just one of the best. And Bacall too, as he's my favorite Bacall performance. So. Yeah, this is an all-time masterpiece. This just goes strongly recommended, and it's like a lot to take. And I think that I think it's just one of the ultimate perspectives of life. Like again, Long Goodbye, Big Lebowski, Inherent Vice, these holy 4 have like an ultimate perspective on life that's ultimately worth acquiring too. It's just very original how this is all displayed in a mid-1940s perspective. Like it's very influential. And I love this film equally to the film of Double Indemnity. That's another like all-time masterpiece. This is a film that hits me on a lot of the similar kind of levels as well. So. This simply goes strongly recommended.